There is a design consisting of a flywheel. There are rollers on a small tube. A properly designed and calculated device will harness the power of gravity. Many people suspect this structure is fake. But there are many demonstrations of this type of gravitational power harnessing device. After some research, I found that the decisive factor to achieve overunity in classical mechanics is summarized as follows. The load stress on the bridge due to the load rolling over the bridge is much smaller than the stress caused if the same load suddenly fell on the bridge. This applies to a ball rolling on a tube. This fascinating feature has been part of engineering courses at universities for decades. The speed of the flywheel must be fast enough. The speed of the roller is proportional to the rotation speed. If the roller rotates slowly, the force exerted by the roller will not be enough to overcome the forces, including friction, and gravity inherent in the flywheel when in equilibrium. The weight of the ball, or marble, must be large enough to increase the force exerted on the flywheel. The tube design needs to have a stress-bearing end and a soft end to be elastic and reduce the rapid recoil of the marble. There are many solutions to the initial position of the marble when starting that are calculated based on the length of the tube, the mass of the flywheel, the mass of the marble, etc. In general, when imposing the velocity due to starting the flywheel, there will be some solutions in terms of the mind, just like an algebraic equation has a solution. Perpetual motion is possible on a circular disk with a special structure. And it also depends on the definition of perpetual motion. If the criterion for defining perpetual motion is overunity, then perpetual motion is possible. Overunity occurs because there is a force that is absorbed by the circular disk or flywheel and twists it into the center of the flywheel. So this type of system can be said to be harvesting free energy from gravity. You can find 2 articles that analyze this based on mathematics and physics, along with design guidelines for generating electricity. The 2 articles are Overunity and Mechanics, Kinetic Energy Sources with No Input and No Fuel, Free Energy at the Classical Mechanical Level. And Free Energy equals Rounding the Square, Overunity, from gravity occurs on the circle of sacred geometry.